Hey golfers, welcome to another Every Shot video here on the channel. This is actually going to be part 2 of my 18 at Little Augusta. I'll include a link to part 1. For those of you who didn't see it, I shot a 41. So I am in the running for at least shooting 90, possibly breaking 90. So we're going to take off here on the 10th. This is a par 4, 387 from the whites, and I could not have hit a better drive to start the back 9. That's going to nestle me in really nice here on the fairway, about 135 out. Pull out a gap wedge, hit it well, a little bit right, maybe a little bit short, we'll see when we get up there, but a clean hit. So I am putting for birdie, which is never a bad thing, and it's a bit of a long putt. I give it a decent effort, leaves me a little bit further than a club length, and I'm able to clean it up. So start there with a par, great way to start the back 9. Alright, so on to the 11th. This is another par 4, playing about 426 from the whites. It is the number 1 handicap on the course, and we're going to take off here with the driver in hand. I hit it pretty well. It does trail off a bit to the right, and we're going to see when we get up there that I did fall into the rough, but I am not in the trees. So about 175 to the green. That's a sort of a weird distance for me. I do pull out the 6-iron, hoping to get it close, and I pull it across my body, put it in the rough, leave myself a lob wedge on. Don't execute well, didn't get the bounce, didn't get the roll, but that's golf. So I am putting for par. This is a makeable putt, and I just don't read it well. The ball sort of skirts off to the right. It is within a club length, so technically a gimme. I did want to take the putt, didn't make it, but I am still going to score it a bogey here. So that's going to be +1 after 2 as we move on to the 12th. So on to the 12th. This is the first par 5 of the back 9. It is the 5th handicap on the course, and it plays about 548 from the whites. I hit a nice drive here, leave myself a clean approach, about 240 out. That's not a distance I can hit. Pull out the 6-iron to be safe, hit it pretty well, leave myself in a good spot to attack, and I chunk it here with the sand wedge. Not the best effort. Honestly, the divot almost went further than the ball, and unfortunately we did have some camera issues here, so I didn't get the chip on or the putt, but I did score a par there. So that's 5. I'm +1 after 3. Alright, so on to hole 13. This is a par 4, the number 15 handicap on the course. It's a slight dogleg right, and I hit the ball really well here. Keep it under that big tree, leaving me about 110 yards to the pin, and I do chunk it again here. So not a great execution. Could have really put the pressure on and scored there, but left it just in front of the sand trap. Did execute, was able to get it up and over, but just off the green. Pull out the putter here. This isn't technically a putting stroke, but a great effort. Able to save bogey, and we're +2 after 4. So having shot a 41 on the front 9, the goal for the back 9 is anything better than a 48. That will help me break 90. That's the goal today. So we're going on to the 14th here. It's 352 from the whites, and I slice it into the woods. So some bad habits come out. I am able to punch it out cleanly, put myself in the middle of the fairway here. A great distance to attack and maybe save par, but no. I'm going to scull it, and I am actually going to get lucky. We didn't catch it here on camera, but I was just off the green, chipped it on, and put myself in a position to save bogey, but no bueno. That's a double bogey for me there. So we're +4 after 5, going on to the 15th, which is a par 3. So on to 15, second par 3 of the back 9. I have a 7-iron in hand, and I hit it really well. The hole was playing about 155 that day, and I'm going to leave myself a great opportunity here to score the first birdie of the back 9. And it's just not going to be. It just rolls over the corner of the hole. Think I'm going to clean it up for par, but that's not going to be the case as we 3-putt for the bogey. So moving on to 16, this is the second par 5 of the back 9. We're going to have to take off here over a lake, and as we're going to find out as I get up to my shot, which looked pretty good off the tee, there is actually some water up here. So my ball rolled into that creek. I am going to take the penalty stroke, have the 6-iron in hand, which is my safety club. Am able to get it up close, pull out the sand wedge, and we're going to chunk it. It was a very chunky back 9, and You know, we're on our 5th shot. This is a par 5. Pull out the lob wedge and I chunk it again. Don't know what I was thinking. Have been chunking it and chunking it. So gonna put that away, pull out the putter. Not a putting stroke, but desperate times call for desperate measures. We get the ball up there close. So I am putting for double bogey and I am able to save it. So no 8s on the scorecard today. That's a double bogey on that par 5 and we're gonna take it. Moving on to 17, which is the second par 3 of the back 9, about 192 from the whites. Have a 5-iron in hand, hit it really well. Did not land the green, but put myself close. Do pull out the lob wedge again. This time it doesn't bite me, and it leaves me with a par putt here that hangs on. Was worried it was going to go past, but it hit the stick. So that's a par. That's going to put us at 39 going into the 18th. All right, so we're going to finish up the back 9 here on a par 4, playing about 430 from the whites. I pull out the driver. It does go off to the right just a bit, so I'm going to be in the rough stuff. Not too rough, though. 190 yards out, pull out the 6-iron, hit it pretty well. Hit it better than I thought, actually, so I'm a little concerned I've put it in the bunker, but we'll see when we get close. Yep, I'm just short. And instead of chunking the ball here, I actually fly the green. Am able to scramble, get it back on. It is going to leave me a long bogey putt, but I've been putting pretty well today, so let's see. Can I close it out here for a bogey? Nope. Lined it up okay, but misread it, so it's going to trail off. I am going to be able to clean up the double bogey. It's going to put me at 45 for the back 9, so I broke the score or the goal of 48. It's going to give me an 86 for the 18. That is by far one of the best rounds of the year for me, so really happy with that outcome. Appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed it, please give us a like and a subscribe, and be sure to tune in for more.